Hey, investors! Are you tired of the same old tired market plays? Are you sick of watching your portfolio inch along while the big dogs are out there roaring? Then listen up, because today we're diving into the world of small and mid-cap stocks where the real growth is happening. We're talking about companies with market caps under $5 billion that are poised to deliver explosive returns, some even north of 25% annually over the next decade. We're talking about companies with rock-solid fundamentals, the kind of companies that are generating tons of cash, have a competitive edge you wouldn't believe, and are riding the wave of massive, unstoppable trends. These aren't just pie-in-the-sky dreams, folks. We're talking about real companies with real products and real potential to make you some serious money. So buckle up, because we're about to embark on a wild ride through 10 of the most compelling small and mid-cap stocks out there. Get ready to take notes, because by the end of this video, you'll have a whole new watch list full of potential game changers. First up, let's talk about SiTime, ticker symbol SiTM. Now, you might not have heard of them, but they're about to be huge. Why? Because they make MMS timing chips. What are those, you ask? Only the most critical component in everything from smartphones and 5G networks to electric cars and, get this, artificial intelligence. These chips are the heartbeat of the digital age, ensuring everything runs smoothly and efficiently. And SiTime? They're the undisputed king of this market. We're talking about a company with over 40% free cash flow margins, folks. That's insane. They're sitting on a gold mine and they're just getting started. Think about it. As AI explodes, as 5G proliferates, as autonomous driving becomes the norm, the demand for SiTime's chips is only going to skyrocket. And with their dominant market position and incredible cash flow generation, they're perfectly positioned to capitalize on this once-in-a-generation opportunity. This isn't just a stock, folks, it's a rocket, and you want to be strapped in when it takes off. Remember the name SiTime. It could be your ticket to early retirement. Next up, we're heading to the world of high-performance chip designs with Alphawave IP, trading under the ticker AWFI. This company is on fire, folks, and for a good reason. They're designing the brains behind the AI and cloud computing revolution. Think about companies like NVIDIA. They've made a killing designing the chips that power everything from gaming PCs to data centers. Well, Alphawave is doing the same thing, but for the next generation of computing. We're talking about chips that are faster, more powerful, and more efficient than anything we've ever seen before. And the best part? Their free cash flow is growing at an astounding rate, well over 30% per year. That's the kind of growth that makes investors drool. They're still in the early stages, but the potential here is enormous. We could be looking at the next NVIDIA, folks, and you don't want to miss out on this one. So do yourself a favor and add Alphawave IP to your watch list. This is a company with a bright future, and you'll want to be along for the ride. Now let's talk about a company that's revolutionizing the way we shop, Symbotic, ticker symbol SIM. This company is in the business of automation, specifically warehouse automation, and they're not messing around. They're deploying fleets of AI-powered robots in warehouses across the country, making them more efficient, more productive, and more profitable. And who's their biggest customer? None other than Walmart, the retail giant itself. If Walmart is betting big on Symbotic, you know they're onto something special. And the numbers don't lie. Symbotic is seeing revenue growth of over 50%, folks. That's unheard of in this industry. They're disrupting the entire logistics game, and they're just getting warmed up. The future of retail is automated, and Symbotic is leading the charge. This is a stock with massive upside potential, and you don't want to be caught sleeping on this one. Get Symbotic on your radar now. Chapter 4. STEM, ticker symbol STEM, powering the future with AI and batteries. Let's move on to a company that's tackling one of the biggest challenges of our time: clean energy. STEM is in the business of AI-driven energy storage. They're building the brains behind the smart grid of the future. Here's how it works. They use artificial intelligence to optimize the use of battery storage, making renewable energy sources like solar and wind more reliable and efficient. It's brilliant, and it's exactly what we need to transition to a cleaner energy future. And the best part? They're expecting to be free cash flow positive by 2025, with revenue growth exceeding 60%. That's the kind of growth that gets investors excited. STEM is at the forefront of a massive trend, and they're positioned to reap the rewards. This is a company with a conscience, folks, and a stock with enormous potential. Don't miss out on STEM. It's an investment in a cleaner, brighter future. Chapter 5, Rockley Photonics, trading under the ticker RKLI. The future of healthcare is on your wrist. Now let's talk about a company that's pushing the boundaries of healthcare technology, Rockley Photonics. This company is developing groundbreaking biosensors that are poised to revolutionize the way we monitor our health. Think about it. What if you could track your blood glucose levels, your blood pressure, even your alcohol levels, all with a simple wristwatch? That's exactly what Rockley is making possible. Their sensors are incredibly tiny and incredibly powerful, and they're already being used by major players in the medtech industry. And get this, they're an Apple supplier. That's right, the world's most valuable company is using Rockley's technology. That tells you everything you need to know about the potential here. They're on the verge of creating an entirely new market, and the upside is enormous. Rockley Photonics is a company with its finger on the pulse of the future of healthcare. Don't miss out on this one. It's a stock with the potential to deliver life-changing returns, both literally and figuratively. Chapter 6. Texas Pacific Land, ticker symbol TPL, the oil giant hiding in plain sight. Let's shift gears now and talk about a company that's about as old economy as it gets, Texas Pacific Land. This company is in the land business, specifically owning vast tracts of land in the Permian Basin, one of the most prolific oil-producing regions in the world. But here's the kicker, they don't drill for oil themselves. Instead, they collect royalties on every barrel of oil extracted from their land. Talk about a cash cow. We're talking about a company with a 90% free cash flow margin, folks. That's practically unheard of. And the best part, they have no operational risk. They don't have to worry about the ups and downs of oil prices because they're not the ones drilling for it. They just sit back, collect their royalties, and watch the cash roll in. Texas Pacific Land is a true cash flow machine, a sleeping giant that's been quietly generating wealth for decades. If you're looking for a safe, reliable way to play the energy sector, this is it. Chapter 7, Hayward Holdings, ticker symbol HAY. Now let's take a dip into the world of pool automation with Hayward Holdings. This company is the undisputed leader in the U.S. pool automation market, and they're riding a wave of tailwinds that are set to propel their growth for years to come. Think about it, as more and more people invest in their homes, as the smart home market explodes, the demand for pool automation is only going to increase. People want convenience, they want efficiency, and they're willing to pay for it. And Hayward is perfectly positioned to capitalize on this trend. They've got the brand recognition, they've got the distribution network, and they've got the products that people crave. And with their stable free cash flow growth of over 15% per year, they're a dividend investor's dream. Hayward Holdings is a company that's making a splash in a growing market. If you're looking for a solid, long-term investment with a track record of success, look no further than Hayward. Chapter 8. Jumia Technologies, ticker JMIA. The Amazon of Africa is ready to soar. Let's head overseas now and talk about a company that's tapping into one of the fastest growing e-commerce markets in the world, Jumia Technologies, trading under the ticker JMIA. This company is often referred to as the Amazon of Africa, and for good reason. They're the leading online retailer in Africa with operations in over a dozen countries, and they're just scratching the surface of their potential. Think about it. Africa has a rapidly growing middle class, a young and tech-savvy population, and a massive addressable market that's ripe for disruption. Jumia is perfectly positioned to capitalize on this once-in-a-generation opportunity. They're building the infrastructure, they're building the brand, and they're building the trust that's essential for success in this market. Now, they're not profitable yet, but once they reach that inflection point, look out. We could be looking at an Amazon-like rally that will send this stock soaring. Jumia Technologies is a high-risk, high-reward play with the potential to deliver outsized returns. Chapter 9. StoneCo, ticker symbol STNE, banking on the Brazilian boom. Next up, we're heading to Brazil, where StoneCo, ticker symbol STNE, is revolutionizing the way businesses handle payments. This company is a leading provider of payment processing solutions for small and medium-sized businesses, and they're riding a wave of growth that's being fueled by the digitization of the Brazilian economy. Think about it. Cash is still king in many parts of Brazil, but that's rapidly changing. More and more businesses are adopting digital payment solutions, and StoneCo is there to meet the demand. They're providing the tools that businesses need to thrive in the digital age, and they're reaping the rewards. We're talking about a company with strong free cash flow growth exceeding 25% per year. That's the kind of growth that gets investors excited. StoneCo is a dominant player in a rapidly growing market, and they're just getting started. If you're looking for exposure to the Brazilian growth story, StoneCo is a great way to play it. This is a company with a bright future, and you'll want to be along for the ride. Chapter 10, Rockley Photonics, ticker RKLI, one more time because it's that good. You know what, folks? Sometimes you have to double down on a good thing. And when it comes to Rockley Photonics, I am pounding the table on this one. We talked about them earlier, but this company is so revolutionary they deserve a second look. Remember, these are the folks putting a medical lab on your wrist. Blood sugar, alcohol levels, even your oxygen saturation. All trackable with their incredible biosensor technology. And they're not just some pie-in-the-sky startup, they're already supplying Apple. If Tim Cook sees the potential, you know it's the real deal. We're talking about a potential monopoly in optical health monitoring, folks. This is a game changer not just for the medtech industry but for all of us. Imagine a world where you can catch health problems before they even start, all thanks to a simple wristwatch. That's the future that Rockley is building, and I want in. So, take another look at Rockley Photonics. This isn't just an investment, it's an opportunity to be a part of something truly groundbreaking. Don't miss out. Outro, don't miss out, start your research now. There you have it, folks. 10 small and mid-cap stocks with the potential to deliver 25% annual returns over the next decade. We're talking about companies at the forefront of innovation, disrupting industries, and generating massive amounts of cash. These aren't just stocks, they're your ticket to financial freedom. But remember, folks, always do your own research. Don't just take my word for it. Dig into these companies, understand their businesses, and make sure they align with your investment goals and risk tolerance. Investing is a personal journey, and the best investments are the ones you believe in. So, what are you waiting for? Start your research today, and get ready to unlock the incredible potential of these small and mid-cap superstars. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more market-crushing insights. Happy investing, everyone! Disclaimer: this is not financial advice. Please do your own research.